give them a chance to farm. This morning we're out here trying to knock out our morning chores before we go to the farmer's market. So as you can see, the ducks are still doing good in their new pen. Just filled their water and their feed. Not near the mess with the mulch as it was when it was in the box. The mulch is doing pretty good, soaking up the water that they knock over. But also, there's a rubber stall mat underneath that too, so can't hurt anything if they do spill it. So, but we got the ducks fed, and like I said, they're doing pretty good. You can hear them cheeping still, and they know where their water's at, and they know where the food's at, so they're doing pretty good on it. So I'm pretty happy with the way it's turned out. So go over here and check on the goats real quick. A little bit chilly this morning. It was not quite 30. Oh, yep, I forgot to give the goats. I fed them already. I just forgot to give them their hay this morning. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. I know I can get this part of it. It's getting that gate open. There we go. Let's see. I don't know. How you doing? Oh, you're gonna help? Yeah. Here it comes. Back up. There we go. You doing hot chocolate, huh? Yeah. There's hot chocolate and tulip in there, so. They was closing up the back doors for having the goats in. Well, let's go see. I need to check on Miss Katie this morning. The chickens are gonna be like, "What are you doing? It's too early to be opening my door." But if I don't open it now, I won't get a chance to go outside all day. So we'll get in here and see. You guys are making a mess with your corn. Yeah, you are. Alright, yeah, I don't know if you can see or not, but yeah, they're knocking the corn out of the feeder. And there's Miss Katie down there, still taking care of those eggs. So, and as of right now, we don't have any eggs in there. So, all right, come on out of here. I know it. All right, so we got our morning chores done. Now we're gonna get ready to get loaded up, go to the farmer's market, and we'll be back just in time to do the night feeding tonight. And he's worked up this morning, isn't he? It's still dark out, buddy. Go to sleep. I just had to open up your door because we're leaving. So, yeah, around here, let's see what time it is. Yeah, we still got an hour before sunrise, so. Like I said, it's still pretty chilly out here this morning. The only good thing about it is it's the ground was actually firmed up this morning, so you could actually walk on top of it instead of walking in it like we have the last couple of days. But that'd be just until the sun comes up today, and then that top little layer of crust will soften up again. We'll have mud. So we supposedly they said this morning at just before 6 o'clock was the actual start of spring. So we'll see. It feels a little bit more like winter still than it does springtime, but I'll take it. Like I said, there's been some buds on the trees around here. We've seen the bees bringing in some pollen, so those are all signs that spring is coming. I'm just not so sure that it's here yet. But it is Indiana, and our weather is like a roller coaster around here. It can be, you know, just in the last couple of weeks, it's been almost 70 a few days, and then we had over a foot of snow, so can never know what you get. And you know, a lot of times with that too is, you know, you'll try and plan your week out by looking at the weatherman's forecast for the 7-day or 10-day, and like, oh, it's gonna be nice, it's gonna be sunny on this day or that day, and you try to plan your week accordingly, and lo and behold, that day gets here, it's supposed to be sunny, and sometimes it is, and sometimes it's not. You got about a 50-50 chance. So you can't always go by what they say, but yeah, you almost have a better chance of, you know, I remember when I was younger, my grandma used to say, you got a better chance of hanging a washcloth outside your kitchen window to predict the weather than you do watching the weatherman. And she would say, if it's moving, the wind's blowing. If it's wet, then it's raining outside. So there's a lot of truth to that. I guess you could do the same with, I've heard the other term would be a weather rock. And it's about the same kind of deal there. If it's wet, it's raining. So it is what it is at this point, you know. And we just have to adapt and overcome. We don't always have to like it, but we got to at least learn to work with it. Mother Nature's kind of funny about how she has plans for certain things, and we just got to learn to get along and figure out how to make it work for what we need to do. So I guess if it bothered me too bad, I wouldn't be doing it, right? So we try to do what we can to raise the animals in as low stress as we can, but that mud takes its toll on both of us, I'm pretty sure. So we just try to make sure they've got dry ground out there and plenty of food and water. So everybody seems to be doing good. We checked Chocolate this morning. She's due any day now. She's kind of on her own terms right now, and she was still showing a little bit of swelling back there in the hind end and a little bit of oozing, so that means it shouldn't be too much longer. It's supposed to be warm tomorrow. I think it's supposed to be
and
like
she's walking
60.
slower.
She started walking a little bit slower today, but she did come in to get her treats, so which made my job a lot easier. Taylor was able to check on her, and instead of us having to track out through the mud, she actually came in the barn for us to check her, so that was kind of nice. So, but we looked outside, and there's no extra set of legs out there, so and like I said, you can tell she's still pregnant, so we don't have to worry about going looking for a calf yet. So we'll give her a few more days, and then we'll start a little bit more of that hour-by-hour checks on her. So, but we'll see how it goes. Like I said, everything that we've had here on the farm has always been unassisted and out in the pasture. We don't bring them in to calve. We try to keep it as natural as we can to what they would do if we weren't really caring for them. That's one of the reasons we started moving towards rotational grazing, to try to mimic that behavior they would have in nature if they had a predator chasing after them. So that way that they would move a little bit and they get away from their feces and all the other pests that come along with that while they're grazing. So our ultimate goal is to be able to move them every day, all through the year. But we got a long ways to go before that happens. So for now, we're using the land that we have available to us, and the means that we have right now is bale grazing through the winter. So I don't foresee that changing anytime in the near future, but we can always have goals and work towards them. So, but hope you guys enjoy the videos. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share on social media with all your family and friends. You can also contact us on other forms of social media like Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And don't forget to comment down below, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you guys on the next one.